So we're going to put our comb into the clamp, and then we're going to lash on. This is just, actually it's like using a pitch comb, but obviously much smaller, but using it the same way. So again, I'm going to lash on up to where the bend is in the tines. That's probably about it. And then just with one hand, I'm just going to comb. Now, again, I'm going to start at the tips, same as before, give a little twist and pull down. This one is not going to move, obviously, so we have to put a bit more twist onto this one. But it's handy if maybe your hand hurts or you just don't want to be doing it with two hands.
Some people might find this easier, mightn't they?
Some people do. Some people have got a problem. They want to sit. They don't want to stand. They want to sit at a table and do this. They don't want to hold the two combs in their hand.
Right. Okay.
Some people just find it too much to use two combs, one in each hand. Okay, so now I'm going to do the same thing as before. I'm going to lash onto the first comb.
Okay.
This comb here is now acting like a hackle. So again, this comb cannot move, so it's going to be the one in your hand. You're going to have to put a bit of a twist on it so it comes in and twist down. Still at 90 degrees, pull out and twist. Which is a similar motion to what you do with a 4-pitch. Okay, and then when you get so far on one side, and I'm going to turn it over 90 degrees.
Because you've actually combed the fibre
all from one side.
Okay. So now you're pushing it back when you're combing.
Yeah. Now, never use the combs this way, because you can accidentally hurt yourself, and they're not so efficient. Now, how much fibre you take off your combs is entirely up to you. Sometimes you get to a point when you say, okay, that's enough. I've done enough combing, so I'm going to pull it off. So that's done twice. That's not too bad at all. But if I want to do it, make sure, like with the other fibre, I did do it 4 times, so I'll do this 4 times. See, there's a piece of, there, see? It leaves it in. It wants to stay in there.
A bit of vegetation?
A bit of vegetation. It doesn't take it all out, just 95%. But every time you process, so when you wash it, fibre falls out. When you dry it, fibre falls out. If you card it, your fibre falls out.
So every stage
you're losing little bits and pieces, yeah. Okay, that's about it. And now this will be the last time.
So did you say that this fibre you wash the fleece and then you put it through the drum carder first?
I did.
Okay.
I find it much easier to lash onto the combs if it's gone through the drum carder once.
Okay. It's not necessary though.
No, it's not necessary. You can take the fibre like this, which has just been washed. There it is, just washed, dried, and then you can lash that onto the comb too.
Okay.
So it doesn't need to be carded, it's just easier to lash on if you card it first. Everyone has a drum carder. So if you don't have a drum carder, then use it without. Alright, so there we are. Now we're ready to diz off.
Just tell me, the time you spend combing, you get that time back because you actually spin. Your spinning process is done a lot quicker, right? This is...
You're pre-drafting, that's what you're doing with the combing. You're pre-drafting the fibres. So every time I'm pulling the fibres off, I'm doing less drafting at the spinning wheel.
Okay.
Because now my fibres are aligned better, ready to spin. If I was just to take all of this off, like this, although it is nice fibre, it's got very little in it, little vegetation or neps and the undesirables. But now I've got to spend all my time at the spinning wheel drafting everything. Whereas if I was just to spin this, It goes through much quicker.
Okay.
But when I come down to this, now I've got to spend time drafting all of this out. And then I've
Perfect.
got to hold it on my hand too.